you was living a life that wasn't set up for you because of some information that was missing.
Yep.
So now that you have this information missing, it still requires you to do the necessary legal paperwork or whatever is involved, if there is any. So that it means it's like, well, first question should be, okay, well, what do I have to do to get this stuff? That should be your first question. So at the end of the day, because if there's a document or something that you need to sign, you still can't live that life until you get rid of the preliminaries that have to shorten that gap from where you are to where you could be. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. You're still living. You're walking into a place where you're covering yourself. You're covering the lifestyle that you can have by not walking into a place that you could be. So that's the kind of example that kind of came to my mind a little bit. Is why I think all of this stuff is very important in who you are and who you're becoming. Because at the end of the day, we're all walking around with a mask on our face when we're not being real about what we want.
Yeah.
The B2S Podcast is brought to you by Motivated Apparel. Motivated Apparel, the premier gear for motivation. A brand that motivates, inspires, and empowers you to stay motivated while chasing your dreams. Head on over to www.shiftmotivations.com/shop motivated apparel and grab yourself some motivated apparel today.
Hey, yo, what up, world? What it do? Hey, welcome to another episode of the Blueprint to Success Podcast. You know, we like to share principles on how to live life by design and not by default. This your boy, Mike Marion, a.k.a. the Shift Motivator. Excited to be joining you guys on tonight, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all give it up for my brother from another mother. On my left, your right, y'all give it up for Alxndr Hall.
What's going on, man?
What's up, Mike, guys?
What's up, man?
You already know, man. Midweek, we just moving, man. Being stretched. Being stretched all the way out.
Like the rubber band man.
Oh, yeah, being stretched all the way out. You know what I'm saying? So, just embracing it, man. Just embracing every movement, every nick and turn. I think it's that time. I think it's a season to where God is He's promoting certain people. I'm not saying that He's not in the business of doing that for everybody. Yeah. I'm just saying that every seed has its time to where it's it produces crops. So it's beginning that time. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, but on another note, Dumbo is out right now. Dumbo is out right now, produced by Diamond Air Certifico, man. Hey. North Cape, man. Go, man. You know what? Go subscribe to the channel, man. Alxndr Hall, Alxndr Hall. Yes, Instagram, I am Alxndr Hall. Instagram, North Cape Studios. Diamond Air Certifico, North Cape. We are on the way.
No chase.
That's what's up, man. And y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know this guy here once again. My brother from the same mother.
Big Bang.
Mr. Big Bang. Big Dub. Mr. Let Me Hold Something. Mr. Always Got It. Y'all give it up for Boy Wonda.
Show enough. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's going on, fellas? What's happening? What's going on, Blueprint Nation?
What's
going on?
Blueprint Nation. I like that.
Hey. Blueprint
Hashtag
Nation.
Blueprint Nation.
That's
Let's go.
It, man. Listen, what ain't going on?
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, the second half of the year, boy, it's like, calendar just going,
bro, I am.
It slide like,
like some ice skates.
Yeah, for real.
Like, for real talk slide.
Like, bro, this week I was just kind of doing some reflecting, just in the place of just like, okay, I'm I'm staying still, but at the same time, just like not quick to move at the same time.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, I don't want to say it's a weird space, but it's a space where I just feel like it's more communing with the Lord and figuring out what's the next way to go. And that's more on a personal tip than anything.
Yeah.
Business is dope, but as far as I'm just in this place of just like, okay, I don't want these days to pass me by and not you know what I'm saying, just have that mapped out, if that makes sense.
Bro, I'm in the same space.
Okay.
That's what I know exactly what you're talking about.
And it feels tiring and draining, but I still feel like I'm not worried. I'm still at peace.
Yeah.
I'm still moving my feet, but it's just I'm in a transition stage again.
Yeah.
That's the best way I can explain it.
That's a perfect way to explain it.
Yeah. That's why when you started talking, I'm like, yeah, I know what that feels like. I'm feeling a little bit like that right now.
Yeah. Bro, it's just
I'm still not out the water because I'm checking something. I'm like, well, shoot, do I need to pull back on this? Do I need to pull back on that? Do I need to shift this? Do I need to pivot here? You know, I'm like, because I'll let it all go if that's what you want me to do.
Exactly.
You know, and go a totally different route. But it just be like, it's like you're in that hallway and it's just like, God, it's like, silence.
Yeah.
Lord, can you say something? At least can you say silence?
Barry. I know exactly.
It is but this is the crazy part though. Even being in this space, right? Everything that I have going on in my life, I'm supposed to be doing.
Right.
Like, I know, like, this is, because remember when I said it's been about a year and a half now, and I was just like, all I'm focused on is just my brothers and what I got going on with the label and the business. Anything else outside of that, it's going to have to be God-led. Like, I can't allow it to take away from what's going on. So sometimes it can feel like, okay, Lord, did I make the right decision? Am I where I'm supposed to be? But He's giving me some other clues to say otherwise. So I just know it's just sharpening me and making me more sharper, making me more disciplined. So it's a doozy.
It's a peculiar place to be in. Really,
it is.
It is a peculiar place, and I'm sure a lot of the audience can probably relate to that. Those types of feelings and emotional challenges that arise up, you know what I'm saying? So, like, because at the end of the day, man, it's like, you know, you're human, so the emotions are going to be there. So the thing is you don't want to be driven by your emotions.
Right.
Because they can lead you all over the place, and sometimes that can be a hard feat, especially when you're in the middle of transition.
Oh my God, bro!
It
could be overwhelming, and it make you feel like you all over the place. But
it's
just like, but you haven't been all over the place. But it's just like you just feel that.
Yeah.
And so you can't move, like you said, you can't move on that because you.
So like it's like even like what's been coming up on my Facebook feed this week. It done happened 2 or 3 times, and I'm like, wow. Like all of when G did all my marketing pieces and all that stuff, it's starting to pop up 12 years ago.
Same here.
12 years ago. 12, I'm like, because that's when I started, 12 years ago. So I'm like, dang. And I was like, wow. And I'm looking at the transit, because like, I just shared this with the guy I was telling y'all about that I met.
Yeah.
Real cool dude, seemed like a cool dude, man. I was just telling him, I say, man, I ran. I did. And that's what I put on the post, because it has a thing where then I was like, it's kind of cool how they do them posts. Yeah. So you didn't really got to create nothing, because it created for you. All you got to do is put the picture in.
And just share it.
Yeah. And so it had a then and a now. And then, you know, of course, when I started, I was trying to, you know, do the corporate America thing. So, you know, I'm in all my suits and stuff. So, and I'm like, wow. Like, I really and I just did a little slight post about, you know, having to go through an unnecessary necessary. Because it wasn't necessary. I didn't have to go through it, because God had already told me to work with kids, work with youth. And I was like, nah.
I'm straight.
Ain't no money there. Let me go get the bag first, and then I'll come work with the youth. And he was like, no, I need you to flip that. And so it was like, it's kind of dope looking back on that. Keep popping up 12 years. Because all my marketing, like I said, I was trying to go into corporate America.
Mm-hmm.
So, I had my suits on, and my marketing, my advertising was, catered towards corporate America. So, and I'm like, wow, 12 years ago, this is where I was, just starting out, So it's like transition is a mug, boy.
It is. Gosh. It shows you how far you've come.
Yeah.
And not allow anything to stop you to get the way you're trying to go. And that you did make the right decision. And that you were obedient up to where you needed to go.
Oh, yeah. Because, man, like I said, I wouldn't have done a third of what I've done and had it not me obeying. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So, and just meeting like some wonderful people, relationships being built, things I've done, accomplished, places I've been. Mm-hmm. If it wouldn't have happened had I did my own thing. Yeah. It may hurt, may give you some restless nights because you're not in control. You don't know what's going on. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day,
it puts some hell in your chest.
You know what I'm saying? Here's the crazy thing, bro, which goes into this leads actually right in what we're gonna be talking about. Mm-hmm. But it actually uncovers the real you. Yeah. Because what's hidden on the inside is a person that God has created for a certain, purpose, mm-hmm. but we're covering up by doing and being something that we're not supposed to do or become. Mm-hmm. A lot of time it can be what society is looking at and what somebody else think we should do, or even ourselves. Well, I should be here by now, or I should have done this. And let's be honest, because we always try to sugarcoat it and to be like, well, no, it's always in God's timing. However, there have been some decisions that we've all made. Well, had we made this decision, we would have been farther along. Or had we not made this decision, we would have been better off. So we can't cover it up because the real you is sitting up under there. Mm-hmm. Because the real you never gets developed if you don't pull the covers off, because you're actually living a facade. And one thing, and then I'm gonna alley-oop to you, Doug, because I know this was your thing, man. And so is Dr. Mama wrote. Yeah. And he said one of the worst things in life is being successful at the wrong thing.
Bro, I'm telling you.
You know what? You can have the money, you can have the cars, you can have the dream, you can have that. But are you walking in purpose? Mm-hmm. All of that is still a facade for the real you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's still a facade because you're not working in, and that's what I don't want to be successful in the wrong assignment. I don't. Mm-mm. I'll let it all go before I do that. Because purpose means that much to me. Yeah. And I think that's where we lost our grip as a society. Like men fighting against women, what do you bring to the table? Or what do you bring to the table? Mm-hmm. and the separation and the divide, it ain't just the government, it's societal. We're fighting against each other. We're losing the essence of who we really are and who we was created to be. So purpose is very prevalent to me. So I'll let it all go before I walk out of purpose, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm with you on that because like the last 3-4 years just been doing the work and still continue to do the work. There's still a lot that I'm working on and developing that it really take a lot. It's a toll. And I would say a lot has uncovered after Mom's death. Yeah. Like a lot.
Yeah. That was a tragic transition. That was a crazy transition, like unexpected, out of the blue. The biggest piece of your life, just gone. I was just thinking about her the other night, man. And and the crazy thing, bro, this ain't never happened, bro. I swear, I got up yesterday and I was like, man, I'm finna call Mom. Mm-hmm. And I had to catch myself, man. I was like,
dang. I did that quite often, like when she first passed, because it just, or it's just like you talking with somebody else that reminds you of her, and then you talking about cooking, and you think about, first thing she allowed me to cook was like chili, chicken Alfredo, fried chicken, all that good stuff, and so it's just, bro, it's just like, it's a lot of stuff that I'm literally working on as we speak, that is just like, even with emotional eating, just even with just trying to get motivated to go to the gym or even just go out to walk, it's tough.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's
Because now, since I hit
tough.
this little wave, because my schedule, like, for the last month and a half has been, like, a little crazy. So, like, last month, I barely got in the gym. Mm-hmm. This month, I barely got in the gym. Mm-hmm. And the crazy thing is like, I'm leaning out, but on the same mass. So my clothes will fit a little different, you know. And so when Jackie had an accident, so she was like, "Dad, you losing weight?" I say, well, actually, no. I'm just more lean. I say, which that's what I had been trying to do anyways, but I forgot to tell her that I just haven't been in the gym that much. So, because the way my body compass is, I have to work out to maintain my mass because I wasn't given this. Right. You know, because I was heavy set as a kid. I was back then. They used to call you husky. I was like, no husky. I was husky. So what you see, I had to work for, man. So, but when I stepped on the scale, I'm like, well, dang, I still weigh the same. But I'm like, well, you know, but I could tell I am lean. And other people have said, like, yeah, man, you look good. I say, yeah, I done leaned out, you know, but I'm the same weight. So which I kind of like that because I'm within just a few pounds of my ideal, you know, what my goal weight is, what I try to stay. So I always try to keep a max.
Facts.
Once I hit that max, okay, let me cut back, get back on it.
Yeah.
But it's been like, because normally it'd be like, I just got to get to the gym. Even if I go 9 to 10 o'clock at night, it's like, I just got to go to the gym. But lately it's been like, I get to it.
Man, I'm telling you,
real. It's been like
90% mental, like literally.
Yeah.
And it's just with even with my schedule and just juggling everything, it makes it twice as hard to go because it's like I'm tired.
Right.
I do most of the work pulling at work, then I go to the hospital. If I don't go straight to the gym in my apartment complex, I'm not gonna do it at all.
Oh yeah. That's
I have to. And so it's just like, okay, I don't feel like doing this. Like I'm tired.
Yeah.
Like I'm like mental tired, physical tired, and I think as the closer as the days approaching comes, I understand why certain things are getting cut off now. Because like I need more time not only for him, but I also just need more time in general for myself. Even with going to school, that still will be a good thing, but it'll be less strenuous. It'll be more work, but it'll be less strenuous. Because like even with school, I'm learning, I'm evolving, I'm allowing to add more value to myself versus working at a job that pretty much you doing about 90% bulk of the work, and then it's hard labor. It ain't just like easy stuff. You know what I'm saying? So that in itself, and then you got all these personalities, and then you so oh Lord, it's different. It's just different. And so I can't tell you how much of a piece I got that I'm happy going into this transition because it's necessary and needed. Like I needed a shift. That's why I took a week vacation off from both jobs. Like I got to get to me. It's uncovered a lot, man. These last 4 years, a lot has been uncovered. A lot what I need to work on. A lot to just push through. A lot to just allow myself to give myself the grace to be, but not stay in just to be.
Right.
Like I'm gonna give myself that grace, but I'm still even if it's baby steps, I'm still moving.
Right.
I'm not gonna stop, but I'll just slowly move. But when you think about uncover, you think about it like you said, things being revealed, exposed, and it could be good things, it could be bad things. For me, it's really allowed me to make a game plan to really zone into what I really need to work on. I have to, bro, because the next level stuff and what I need to do, and the people that God allowed me to meet a couple of days ago, that I'm getting closer. I'm getting closer. So I have a lot of changing to do. A lot of shifting to do. What are your go-tos like when it comes to trying to uncover like your certain tools when it comes to just uncovering in a healthy way? Because it's one thing to be uncovered and situations arise, stuff to kind of boil over like a boiling pot. You know what I'm saying? It's just cool, it's straight, and then it started to get a little bubbly, then it get a little more bubbly, so now it's like getting to the point where it's about to overflow, and if you're not careful, you can spaz out on the wrong person or the wrong people, because what happens to you just doesn't happen just to you. It affects everybody who's around you too.
Right.
So what are some healthy tools that one can do and one can use to encourage them and give them the faith to uncover? Because it's really being naked. It's really exposing what you're scared to be vulnerable about because of what one may think of you.
Right.
So what are some good tools that people can use, or how do you even in your own personal life, healthy wise, be able to uncover?
That's a good question. That's a really good question, and I hope I got a really good.
That's a really good question. Yeah.
And and then while you was talking, this is actually what popped in my mind, because I meant to tell y'all this a long time ago. I finally took the flight assessment test.
How did it? So.
And I was shocked at my results. I'm just gonna be quite
I don't
honest.
wonder.
Hey,
I don't wonder.
Come on, man.
So before I do that, and for those that don't know what the flight assessment is, the flight assessment is basically the DISC test, the DISC assessment. So everybody has their own formula of what they call it. This is actually ET's formula, which is called the flight assessment. Some I know. Kendall Flicklin, I think he had something like dealing with the jungle or something like that, and he equate that to 4 different animal types. This is like your characteristic traits and stuff like that. So, I would say to do a self-assessment is a tool that I would say to use, and it's, I mean, they're not cheap depending upon who or where you go to, but that would also dictate the level of commitment of you finding out who you really are and why you operate the way you operate. Because when you're doing an assessment, when you learn your character traits and why you do what you do, it's not a cushion for you to stay in a place of mediocrity if that's a state that's you're trying to leave. Right. But it gives you an explanation on how and why you move the way you move, and also the type of people based upon how you move that you need to surround yourself with. So prime example, like Coach said when he was on the podcast last week, he said that he basically, like I said, and when I used the example of like the Apostle Paul becoming all things to all men, he was like, yeah, he leads the different way to different kids based upon their response level. Right. So it's like handling certain things which should be based upon your response level, based upon your assessment, and that can be a good tool that can show you like how and why you respond the way you respond. And then, like I said, once again, it'll dictate to what type of person I need to be around at certain types at points in my life. Yeah. So, for example, bro, I swear, because me and you talked about this, and we both said Pilot. Yeah. Pilot was at the bottom of the list. Like, real talk.
Hold on. You grounds crew, aren't you?
That was number 2.
Okay.
The first one was flight attendant.
I can see that.
Which when I saw that, I was like, I can see that.
Yeah. Because I can see that.
Yeah. You know, but in all cases, like, and they all say you should see yourself in all of them at a certain percentage. It's just what the stronger points.
The stronger ones are. Yeah. What season it is.
Yeah. So it was flight attendant, grounds crew, air traffic control, and then pilot. Yeah. Which I thought pilot would have been showing up, because like my personality over the years is like I've had to pilot everything. I've had to take control of everything.
I'm telling you.
Like serious talk. Like just to be where I am right now, it's like I pilot like 99.9999% of all the activity that got me right here.
Sound about right.
You know, and I'm not capping, dog. I'm not capping because it's like partnerships that I've tried to make, God didn't allow to happen. Like people that could have opened certain doors for me didn't open certain doors for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's now I've not to say that every door has not been opened to me by another. No, I would not say that because there have been some that have opened doors for me, but it's been far few and in between. So, but learning certain stuff like this is very, very important to your movement.
Yeah.
And when you don't consider the development of yourself a priority, and I think that's where we lose control of our life. Because you're trying to construct a life in a false narrative of who you are because you don't even know who you are.
Yep.
So what if okay, and then I'll let you chime in, bro. And then so just paint just I'm gonna paint this picture. So just walk with me for a quick minute, then I'm gonna let Alxndr chime in. So what happens if you are living a life, you're walking around living a life, man, I wish I could do this, man, I desire to do this, man, I would love to live in this certain area, man, I would love to do that, and then you find out that you was a descendant of a king, and there was treasures left for you, but you didn't know it. So all this time, you basically living a false life when you should have been living the life of a king, but you didn't have knowledge of information that could have changed the trajectory of your life. So everything that you said that you wanted is actually within reach of your possession, but you wasn't aware of it because you was living a life that wasn't set up for you because of some information that was missing.
Yep.
So now that you have this information missing, it still requires you to do the necessary legal paperwork or whatever is involved, if there is any. So that it means it's like, well, first question should be, okay, well, what do I have to do to get this stuff? That should be your first question. So at the end of the day, because if there's a document or something that you need to sign, you still can't live that life until you get rid of the preliminaries that have to shorten that gap from where you are to where you could be. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing. You're still living. You're walking into a place where you're covering yourself. You're covering the lifestyle that you couldn't have by not walking into a place that you could be. So that's the kind of example that kind of came to my mind a little bit. Yeah. Is why I think all of this stuff is very important in who you are and who you're becoming. Because at the end of the day, we're all walking around with a mask on our face when we're not being real about what we want.
Yeah.
And one thing for me, and I know like being a visionary, and that's why, and I'm still learning this, is how to separate myself from the vision at the right time.
Okay, go ahead and.
That's good.
Because listen, here's the thing.
Break it down. That's good.
Yeah.
I'm with a group of people.
Yeah.
Right.
Dig into that.
I'm with a group of people
because I think, how do you separate yourself from the vision? Because ultimately, that's good, Mike.
That's rich. That's rich.
And that's just off the top of the dome.
That's good because at some point in time you have to step out.
Yeah.
Not step out of La La Land, but you have to look at it from. You ever seen like those movies, whatever? They have somebody body astral project.
Yeah.
At some point in time, you have to astral project. Okay, how am I gonna work on the vision?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you can't be in vision land all the time.
All the time.
You gotta be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So dig into that. Real quick, bro.
Yeah. At some point, you got to know how to disconnect from the vision, man. Because, and what I mean by that. And it's actually twofold, bro. Because the way you just made a light bulb pop off in my head. It's actually like twofold. Because if you constantly just working towards the vision and you never coming into a place of rest, then you come into a place of imbalance. And imbalance have the ability. What happens when you take a scale and one is imbalanced? One is you can tip one over. So just imagine yourself tipping over because you're living a life full of imbalance.
Oh, the Bible talks about
an unstable man. How can he ask anything from God? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's about offering stability within your life, and also another portion of revelation from that for me is disconnecting from the vision, because when your vision is more important to me than you, then that's a problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want y'all to catch that.
When
when your vision is more important to me than you, then that's a problem. What do I mean by that?
Oh yeah, that's a big problem.
What do I mean by that? Here's the vision.
Yeah.
XYZ has to get done. All right. Okay, well, in order for XYZ to get done, how I operate is I'm not half doing nothing. I'd rather not do nothing than have do something. Mm-hmm. But if I'm working with a bunch of people that's willing to have do something just to say that it's done, then now I'm agitated and pissed off because you're not operating from a place of excellence.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that you have to be perfect, but how I'm wired is, even if I don't know what the heck I'm doing, I'm going to give you the best of me and me not knowing the heck what I'm doing. So when I'm learning, and like I said, that's why I said I'm still learning, because I'm wired this way, bro. Mm-hmm. I'm wired to try my best. I'm wired to try to figure it out and work with it with best way I can. But it's like, dude, I'm not fit to allow you to walk out that door and the freaking snake sitting at the door and not say nothing to you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like, well, that's not your business. I'm like, well, how? Like, I just it's hard for me to operate with people like that.
Yeah.
And it's so when I said that another revelation from stepping away from the vision is like, because we're all a part of somebody else's vision, not just our own. We're all a part of somebody else's vision. Mm-hmm. You're working at somebody else's job that they started. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or you've worked at somebody else's job that they started. Maybe now you started your own, right? But and that's a part of your vision. You know what I'm saying? And part of your vision requires working with other people, even if you are self-employed, even if it's just you as a solopreneur. At the end of the day, you're still working on the vision of you. So, and you have to, it goes back to the assessment. You have to know you. So I know me. Mm-hmm. So it's like now I'm having to learn how to deal with certain things, because it's just certain things certain people just don't care about. So it's like, now how can I lose myself without losing myself? Mm-hmm. In a sense, you understand what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because I'm going to lose myself if I stay engulfed in this, and I'm constantly working around. Like, you didn't see that? Why you didn't pick that up? Why you didn't straighten that up? Why you didn't change that? It's like it agitates me, dog. Like yes. It's because you got to understand, it ain't about you being better than nobody, but don't nobody know you better than you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Especially like the I don't want to say high profile, but highly productive people. People that just get stuff done. And it took me a while to understand why they say that if you want something done, give it to a busy person. Because I always said that don't make sense. They already got enough on their plate now.
Right.
I always said that, but the older I've gotten, the more I've done things, partnerships, business ventures, it's like I see what they're talking about, because they already wired to get stuff done versus somebody just being lazy. Mm-hmm. That's why I can't stand people that just, I can't, bro. It's just like, that it needs to be done, so you're going to do it just to say that it's done. It's like, no, that's not even, no, you got to do, that needs to be straightened, that needs to be covered. You ain't see that right there, that spot right there, I can see that from here. Bro, it agitates. So so that statement right there was kind of twofold. Yeah. You first of all, sometimes you got to step away from the vision. Like my mentor Delator said, sometimes, Mike, you can't see the picture for looking at the frame. Mm-hmm. You got to refocus. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, you gotta refocus. You gotta recalibrate some stuff. Sometimes you gotta pivot. Sometimes you gotta transition into another area and come back to it. So right. it's just, but all of that. And I know I said a whole lot, but I mean that's the first thing that came to my head was a self-assess. But don't you try to self-assess yourself. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You use a tool, like I said, like the DISC assessment. It gives you a lot of tools. Did I send y'all then I'm alley-oop you, bro.
Yeah, you would, bro.
Did I send y'all the text about a video to watch? I thought because in my mind I thought I did.
I don't think so. No.
When we get done shooting this episode,
Yeah.
I'm gonna send it to y'all. Don't let me forget.
All right.
Okay.
Bro, I gotta see if Isha watched it. Bro, I was in the car when I was listening to it. Bro, oh my God.
Who
Bro,
is
that
it?
jump blessed me so hard, bro. Darius, Pastor,
I ain't talking about.
Oh, Darius McDaniels. Him?
I don't think it's McDaniels.
Is it or Darius Daniels?
Darius Daniels.
That's it.
Yeah, he fired.
He fired.
Oh, bro.
He
It was
fired.
a podcast he was on talking about leadership. Bro, things that I could not articulate properly of how I felt that rubbed people the wrong way. He said the same exact thing, but so eloquently. I'm like, where you been all my life?
Yeah.
Where you been all my life? Like, I've been saying this for years.
Yes.
Bro, and I got to say this, and I know I'm talking a lot, but I got to get this out. Then I'm gonna throw it to you,
man.
bro. Like, I'm gonna send it to y'all, and we got the dialogue about that because it's just that good. I mean, it's like Myron Golden over the top good,
Yeah.
bro. Like, I'm give you an example, then I'm gonna alley-oop to you because I know you got a lot to say.
You do your thing, bro.
Bro, he said leaders that are labeled controlling. He said people that label them controlling, that could be a state of laziness. He said because that's easy for you to label them laziness without knowing their backstory. He said, could it be that they delegated work to 6 or 7 people, and those 6 or 7 people not only mishandled the vision, but they mishandled the person that gave them the vision? Boy, I wanted to throw my phone out the car. Bro, because that's me.
Yeah.
And that's what I've been trying to, because people have been calling me control. I'm like, I'm not controlling. You ain't doing it right. There's a difference. There's a difference. And it comes from me delegating and you not doing it right. And you mishandling the vision. And then you mishandling me in the process because you're calling me controller. I'm not calling you controller. There are certain times where the visionary wants things done a certain way. There are times the visionary will give you the scope and freedom to use your creative nature to do the job.
Yep.
There's a place and time for each one of those things. It's not always going to coincide based upon the vision.
Right.
And bro, when he brought that out, bro, I wanted to throw my phone out the car so bad because I've been misled, bro. Y'all don't understand. We talk a lot, but there's been nights where I've cried because I have been misunderstood by people.
Bro, because leaders give opportunity.
Yep.
Bro.
That's what they do. They give the opportunities for you to control. People who control, they don't want to. They
take everything.
They bread
Yep.
covering. No, they handicapping. No, give me that. No, give me that. That's controlling. It's just two big things, bro.
Bro, that uncovered.
That's a gatekeeper,
God, bro.
That give me that. Get leaders. You do this. You do
quite a
this.
few of those.
You know what I'm saying? Because guess what? They're working on the vision.
Exactly.
Yeah, bro. That. Oh my God. And it was a whole bunch of stuff he said, bro. Even when I told Isha, it was just like mundane. It was like, you don't get it. Like this just freed your husband. Like, bro, because I've been called that for so long. And I'm like, I'm not controlling. Like, bro, the reason my events have been successful is because I had a vision for a certain look. Everybody can't do that. If you notice, all of my events are high energy.
Yep.
Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the vision.
For sure.
But in order for me to have a high energetic event, I can't just put anybody behind the microphone.
That's true.
And it's not to hurt nobody's feelings, but there's a certain energy that my events require to run at a level of success. Exactly. And so it doesn't say that you're not good enough, or it's just this isn't the event for you. And then you get labeled as something. Then that's where the hurt comes in. Because when he was talking about that, bro, I was like, man, this man just. And then like some of the other examples he used, bro, it was like, Jesus, you know what I'm saying? So it's like this stuff was being uncovered. It's like, and it was just me and my phone just listening to it. It's like you know, I got liberated in a moment from that conversation.
People will place on you what they lack in, bro.
Yeah.
People will place on you what they lack in.
Yeah. Yeah.
You too emotional. You're not emotional.
Right. What a bum ass.
You're not emotional. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You over-communicate.
Show no emotion.
You over-communicate. You don't communicate enough.
That part.
You got OCD. You filthy. So you dig what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
Yeah, and you're uncovered, but in order for you to like you really have to be
think
honest
too
with
deep.
yourself.
You don't think
ain't
deep enough.
That part.
You shallow. Let's call it what it is.
Coming into the deep end.
You gotta have tools to uncover this stuff, man. Because the problem is we won't. Sometimes we don't accept ourselves properly.
That's why so many fish farms.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Where you going with that? I know he going somewhere with it.
Yeah, he is.
You know what I'm saying?
All y'all tilapias. So many fish farms. When last time you seen the king crab farm? Alaska king crab farm. You can't, because the deeper you go, the harder it is to duplicate that stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If you were shallow, I can easily take this and manipulate and get a whole
Yeah.
bunch of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got a fish farm mind.
Yeah.
Stop playing with me. You're not deep enough.
Yeah.
You're not deep enough.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, bro.
Yeah. Like, man, bro, it's so. Did I know I said a lot. Did I
Oh
answer
no,
your
no,
question?
that was
You was good. You
was in the vein.
Like, man, I had to hit that vein, yeah, cause bro, like I'm
Tonight
telling
is
you,
different. Tonight is different, bro.
when
Yeah.
y'all
Good,
see,
bro.
when y'all listen to the tape, you ain't like you listen to it while you working.
Yeah.
When y'all listen to that, bro, y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. Like he literally broke it down on so many levels, bro. It's like he uncovered so much in a short amount of time. Like I'm like, man, this dude is like really. I forgot how sick this dude was. Like this dude like really sick with it, bro.
He is a
But
beast.
That type of stuff is okay. So the other day, my girl, she would always be talking about, when I be saying the other day, it'd be like 2 weeks ago. But literally the other day, bro, I'm talking to God about some stuff. I told you, he said, spend more time.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what you're doing, right? And that's what you're doing.
Right.
And you get to that caliber when you spend more time. That stuff how Pastor James came off.
Yeah.
That's what happens. That stuff with Myron Golden. That's what happens. That's you don't get to that type of caliber where your mind operating like without keen crabbing, bro.
Yeah.
That ain't no tilapia mindset, bro.
No.
Right.
That ain't no tilapia mindset, bro.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? Every season has truly been different, like the last 3-4 years. So, and what I mean by that is there's a deeper hunger level of deeper knowledge and deeper way of doing things. So it's just certain stuff. Remember how we were saying there's just certain shows we can't watch.
Right.
It just it's the same way with when it comes to different podcasts, when it comes to different like just learning and evolving in whatever space I'm in. Like, for example, there was a season I was listening to Mike Todd. Now it's been like the last 2-3 seasons I ain't been listening to Mike Todd. It's just like understanding where you are and the moving pieces in your life and what is complementing to take you to the next level and the next growth.
Yeah.
Because it's I don't want to say I'm in a weird space, but it's just like
It is weird.
It's just weird.
It is weird because it's weird to you. It's uncommon.
It is.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, God, how do I navigate this?
You're right. Yeah. You're trying to navigate an unnavigational space.
How do I do this?
Because it feels weird. It's the crazy. And here's the crazy thing about it: you've never been there, but you've been there.
Right.
Because you've been there before,
Right.
but you've been there before in another season. It was a different season.
Yeah, you've been there before, but you was trying to. It's almost like driving in Ybor City, and then 3 months later going on vacation in Puerto Rico and driving in Puerto Rico. You were driving 3 months ago in Ybor City. But now you driving in Puerto Rico, the atmosphere is different, the cars,
the culture is different, people,
the steering wheel over here, the roads are different, but you was driving 3 months ago. So now you're trying to navigate different.
Yeah, and it's like you feel like, okay, am I not putting in enough? Like it's just a weird space. It makes you feel like, are you doing less, or are you doing too much, or like am I need to just sit? What we doing, Lord? So I love how you pinpointed that, because it's just certain leaders that just will give you what you need at the time you need it. And he was another one, because his videos was coming across a lot. And between him and Pastor Keon, I think, between those two, it's just like, oh my God.
So, and see, but that's the thing, bro. Do me a favor.
What's up?
Because I don't want to get it wrong, but look up the definition of the word baptized. I know everybody knows what baptism means,
submerge.
But there you go, right? So that's what...
I know that's one of the meanings.
Right, that's what I'm getting at. Like, what's the...
Okay. Immerse.
Right. Immerse. So, for me, once the covers get snatched off, I remember this real vaguely. And I think
the B2S Podcast is brought to you by No Grind, No Glory Apparel, R8 28 edition. It's a reminder to stay strong, to be courageous, to stop your fears, and to feed your faith. Even when it feels like everything is falling apart, just know that you were born to stand out and make an impact. Head over exclusively to www.nogrindnoglory.net and grab you some merch as a daily reminder that all things work together.
And I think I said this before too. I stay in Richmond, Virginia with my dad, so my dad had come in the room, boom, 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 said, get up. We finna go to the barber shop. I'm thinking like I'm asleep. All right. He said, I'll be back in 10 minutes. Make sure you up. He said, you ain't got to be dressed. Just be up. Then we can get dressed and blah, blah, blah. My daddy opened the door and just snatched the covers off. And that cold air hit you, you be like, oh, my God. Right? So when my covers get snatched off, like when I start to like get revealed certain stuff, whatever that I see that's in front of my face that make me get that should be you feeling. I began to baptize myself in whatever that thing is. I began to, even in when we were shooting Clarity video, when I was moving backwards on the dock, on the pier, and Diamond was doing like that. The music was so loud, bro, I couldn't hear nothing. So he doing like that. I'm thinking the big homie telling me to get in this shot. So I'm looking to the left. He did like that. Boom, I hit the water ball, walked backwards off the dock, and I can't swim a lick. I told the story, I can't swim. I was completely in the water. I can look, I'm looking up through the water, you know what I'm saying? Drowning in it. So whatever, if I feel like my vocabulary is slipping and I haven't read in 2 weeks my favorite book or a book that feed my mind and feed my spirit, I begin to drown in it. If I know I haven't read the Bible in 3 days and I can feel it, like I can feel I need to eat, I start drowning in it. If I believe distractions are getting too much, you know what I'm saying, or I'm watching too many YouTube shorts or whatever, I cut that stuff off and I begin to drown in my solitude. So whatever, this works for me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever that, when I see myself, once the covers get revealed, okay, basically, you need to work on this. You need to work on this. That's what it is. You need to stop that. Whatever, it's always two sides to a coin. So whenever you do like that and the land don't tell, don't worry because it's a head side. And And everybody want to get heads. Nobody want to get tails. But sometimes your corn land on tails.
Right.
Stuff you got to work on to get the head.
Right.
You know what I mean? So whatever that is, I begin to drown myself in it. And knowing, and God is like, don't worry about, in this season, he's like, don't worry about if you can't swim.
Bro, you said it perfectly.
Don't worry about if you can't swim, because you've been afraid to even jump in this water.
Right. Right.
So we get in this atmosphere.
Right.
Because eventually you're going to learn how to swim.
Right.
And you're going to be what you're looking at. Your wife is going to be how you want it to be. Your family is going to be how it is. You know what I'm saying? Like how you speak is going to be your knowledge of who I am and what I can do through you and how I can use you is going to be that. But you got to be submerged in it. Don't worry about how. Just get in.
Bro.
So I begin to drown in it, bro.
That's
and
good.
It's hard not to worry about how to do it.
Right.
Yeah. You know me.
Right.
I'm trying to worry about how it's gonna work. How this gonna
Right.
Look, Faith said this the other day. She said, you be thinking. I said, Mama, she said, you be thinking about. She said, you just need to walk.
Bro, that's all like me. This issue.
Yes.
Like you think too much.
You
don't think enough. That's my response.
She said you just need to walk. She said you need to walk. She said don't think about the next thing. She said once you walk, then gotta bring the next thing.
Yeah.
She said he would not bring the next thing if you don't take the first step. You gotta just walk it out.
Yeah.
She said you gonna be fine, cause you
Boy, you speaking to me right now, boy.
You just gotta walk like you. But we be thinking, bro.
Yo,
I'm telling you,
that's
Faith,
you a lot of light,
bro.
now.
Faith told me the other day, no cap. She said you don't. She said, and this, she said, in this season you just need to walk. She said because whatever God tell you to do, He know you're gonna do it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
She said you just need to walk, and after you take the step, He gonna tell you what's next.
Yeah. Yeah.
So just jump in the water, bro.
Yeah.
I drowned in it, bro.
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, this is season where we gotta knock off distractions.
Yeah.
Already.
And they come in distractions.
They come by the dozen.
Distractions do not come with. You ever seen the guys at the airport looking for John? Distractions don't come with a suit on and say distraction. No. It comes in different forms, bro.
Right.
It comes in different forms.
That's right.
It could be something good that's a distraction.
That's right.
So you gotta be whatever that you're doing and whatever that you want in this season. You got is this taking me off of my course? If it is, it's a distraction. Talking on the phone 11 o'clock. Okay, I need to be up at 5.
Yeah.
But that's I gotta know. I call you back later on. For some people, it's their children. You can't even study, get in your word because you get if your kids too bad. Try to get them in order so you can have order in your house so you can structure yourself to spend more time with you.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? So that stuff can come in different forms, bro.
That's good.
Bro, that's
you
really
feed my
good.
soul tonight, boy.
People playing stuff on their phone in the break room.
Yeah.
You might have to go eat in the other break room.
Right.
He being different. I'm not being different. I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning. I've been fasting, drinking water all morning. I don't want to hear that.
Right.
I'm not being different.
Oh my gosh.
You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
I'm protecting my space.
I'm protecting my space because right now I'm on a mission. I need to get something.
Yeah.
You feel me?
You know, when you say that, bro, it made me think about like how much interest are we compounding, allowing that to come in our space, because it's gonna tax you. It's gonna come with interest. It's got another question, man. I got another question, man.
He always come with the question.
Yeah, man.
Well, I was reading here a little bit, and that's why I said what I said, because it's just like, it's not just one thing when it comes with distractions. It starts subtle. It starts subtle, and it's just like the little brother that always peek around the corner. You know what I'm saying?
What you doing?
So it's like, and not realizing how much interest is compiling up.
Yeah.
And if you're not careful of watching your account and accounting for what all the things that are trying to invade your space, golly, how can I ask this? Oh man. Okay, so
he coming from outer space on this one,
bro. It's
ain't no coming from the house. I'm coming from outer space.
I'm like,
because bro, it's a lot of people dealing with a lot of compounded interest that don't know how to get that down. Like, what do they have to do in order to get that compound interest out aside from the flight assessment?
Right.
Like, because I don't want to sound redundant, and that's the same thing. Because it's it's really been answered, but it's just something that just sticks with me with that compounded interest because it's just like it's, bro. Years. Like I had a situation. Bro, I had a situation. I had a so-called friend I grew up with, and this friend didn't even know the things that they were doing behind the scene, but they literally writing crazy fraudulent checks, right? So you have this person doing this. He said, hey, I want to bless your ministry because what you do for me and then what I owe you, here you go, just put this in the bank. This is me like in my early 20s. This was like the pick when I said I broke down in the computer room with mom and dad because I was like, I'm done. Like you say, I ain't got no more fight in me. And when that happened, my bank account froze. And come to find out, I see them two on the news. Now, this is the crazy part. Like, this person has always found me on Facebook. And I never blocked them, never deleted them. And just like, hey, I want to say I'm sorry. I apologize. Will you forgive me? It's like, and then like they did this umpteen times over the last 10 years.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, I've already forgiven you. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
But that compounded interest is taxed so hard that it's hard to get a break of focusing on what you can save.
Yeah.
And that's whatever the relationship is, whatever friendship, like, we cool, but it's just, I understand that tax, I had to like, I had to kind of count for that.
Yeah, let me see if I can shed some additional light on that. With compound interest, and I'm coming from that realm. So with compound interest, that's a different calculation because you got interest and you got compound interest. So your normal interest is taxed at the end of the year, so to speak. You're giving that at the end of the year.
Year to date.
Compound interest is daily. So as long as there's money in that account, it's compounding interest. That's why a lot of facilities don't have the products that offer you compound interest. Because it's calculated totally different. You can take one payment and it can bring you thousands in a shorter amount of time because it's compounded interest. It's compounded daily. It's constantly being compounded. So the interest that you just made off today is going to get interest tomorrow and more interest. So that's why they call it compound interest. So now with that being said, that means because not all institutions offer that product, which means you have to search it out.
Right.
Because of the complexity of its nature, because it's going to put you in a position to win. More so than the banks or the financial institutions, because it's constantly
coming.
But guess what? It's in whose favor? It's in your favor more so than the financial institution, right? So now let's equate that to personal life. Yeah. So if I'm a person that's trying to build wealth, right? One thing I've learned is to find a product that's going to shoot me a dividend or compound interest or both. You know what I'm saying? So because the interest is different. Dividends are calculated. That's a whole nother story. But dividends is basically like another form of an interest payment.
Right. Quarterly, whatever. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if and not all financial institutions offer a product that offers dividends. Once again, so number one, that means you have to search out what company offers that service or that product in order for you to obtain the compound interest or the dividend. So now when it comes to my personal life, So now I have to put in the work to search out that person or that individual that can give me what I need in the time that I need it.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? Now, instead of a thing becoming a resource, the person becomes a resource.
Facts.
Now, the thing that becomes a resource is you got YouTube University.
Mm-hmm.
You got Google. You got books.
Mm-hmm.
You got courses. So I think it goes back to how much are we willing to invest to uncover the solution to the problem that we're having. You know what I'm saying? So even if I have to go to counseling, am I willing to go to counseling?
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
So it goes back to the compound interest.
It does.
Do I want the product that offers compound interest? Well, I got to spend time on Google to figure out, number one, what financial institutions carry this type of product. Number two, is that financial institution viable?
Mm-hmm.
So now I have to look at their financial credit card.
Yep.
Make sure that they're not going to be a fly-by-night. So it's basically you doing your due diligence the best way that you can. Because sometimes people or businesses may slip through the cracks. You know. But at the end of the day, you can't say, man, I don't want to shoot, man. It's just like stocks.
Mm-hmm.
It's a million stocks out there. How do I know how to pick the right one?
Still confused to this day.
You understand what I'm saying? So now it goes back to, if that is something that I really want to do, am I willing to invest the time to do that? So that now it may not be YouTube University. Mm-hmm. It may be investing in the course. So now, and me investing in the course, the one thing you can't not get past is the WORK work.
Period.
Because even if I'm taking a course, I have to do my due diligence to make sure that this dude or this woman ain't a scam.
You still got to apply.
So I still got to let me do my background check on these people. Who are they? Where they come from? Are they? You see what I'm saying? So it still goes right back to the WRK. So you have to put in that work. So the resources can be an individual or a book or you know what I'm saying. And this is, and you can't really say when it's gonna come, because listen, man, when Mama passed, my best friend Neville, when he came down, and we was sitting on the porch, and like, bro, like what he told me, and I knew that had to be God, because I don't even remember what he said to this day. It just, I tried, and it just don't. And because it shocked me when he said it, because I would not have never expected that to come out of him.
Wow.
And no discredit to him, because that's why we hung on. Like dudes, like, bro is good. He's smart. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's the revelation that was spoken out of his mouth. It's like I didn't expect that to come out. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it's like, man, you just have to put yourself in an environment to where the environment is going to feed you in the time that you need to be fed.
Yeah.
I was finna say, because, you know, with the compound interest, you talk basically, if like just let me know if I'm from, cause everybody pull it different.
Yeah.
So let me know if I'm pulling right. You feel me? So basically, you're saying what happens if a person been doing it this way for so long, it's piled up. It's like right. Mm-hmm. So the first word that popped in my head, bro, when you asked that, was deliverance. That's the first word that popped in my head, was deliverance. Because different walks of life, you know what I'm saying? So the folks and the people who I've been around, the stuff that, and family members, close peoples, homies, whatever, it's stuff. It's you've been operating on the inside of a stronghold for so long. You can't get rid of that by yourself.
Right.
You can't.
Right.
Ain't no course gonna do it. You need some
hand-to-hand combat with another.
You need some hand-to-hand combat. You need some, you know what I'm saying? Like food addictions. That's not no. You need alcohol addictions, sex addictions.
That's good.
That's good. You know what I'm saying? That ain't no you need some Jesus in that thing. You need some you need some real stuff that's gonna combat with what's really tying you down.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, the thing that's tying you down, you're not gonna be able to see it.
No.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
You can't see that.
Exactly.
I know people who are mentally battered. Come on. You know what I'm saying? Playing mind games, or people who, what's the term for somebody who always try to make you feel bad for something? What's that term, bro?
Kind of like a narcissist? Or?
I know people who,
Okay.
Narcissistic.
Yeah, I know people who suffer from people who have been a narcissist to them. Bro, that's here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro.
Ain't no book the book can help you after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you need to do you dig what I'm saying? So when it comes to stuff like you need deliverance from certain stuff. Because you're fighting something that you cannot combat with your hands. Ain't no course gonna do it. Ain't no get rich scheme gonna do it. Ain't no savings plan gonna do it. Ain't no weight loss plan. Ain't no glow up. No. You need to be torn down. Tearing everything down. And rebuilding brick by brick. And that only comes from close proximity with the Lord. So when you've been doing something for a long time, the same type of way, and you piled up, you backed up in it. You need deliverance from that stuff.
Yeah.
Like you have to reprogram the way your mind works. You have to restructure the stuff that's inside of your heart. Because if you don't restructure this in here, it's not gonna go here, and you're gonna be doing the same thing out here.
Yeah.
Like earlier, you talking about the food thing, bro. You saying you was husky, bro. I used to be, and I got pictures at the crib too. I used to be like 300 and something pounds, bro. Bro, I was able to fit a size like 49, 50 pants. Sometimes 52 if I got real, you know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm 5'5". And I had the audacity to sag my pants. Bro, all you saw was all you saw was, you didn't see no legs, bro. You just saw short shoes. Long tee, short shoes, hat, glasses, greasy neck.
He wasn't ready.
You know what I'm saying? So when I started on that journey, bro, I had to go to God about that stuff. First thing I did, because he brought it to my attention. He brought it to my attention in the shower. I'm bathing. I can't see my Lord. You know what I'm saying? So I had to teach myself how to you know what I'm saying? To be honest, I had to teach myself how to eat.
Lord.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I had to teach myself.
Oh my God.
Yeah, real talk.
Man.
For real, bro. I had to teach myself how to eat, literally. Like, take 2 bites, chew, put the spoon down, swallow. Tell myself this.
Yeah.
Nobody at the table knew I was doing this. Nobody knew it. You know what I mean? But this is what I had to do. And then once I got that down packed, then I started scaling back. I didn't switch up what I was eating. So I was still busting down churches, but instead of eating 3 pieces of 3 breasts, I would have 1. Instead of 2 biscuits, I had 1. You know what I'm saying? Then I still eat mac and cheese and rice and green, but I had 1 scoop each. So I had 1 plate instead of 2.5 plates. You dig what I'm saying? So then after I got that down packed, then I started switching over to what I was drinking. Let me drink more water. And put the soda down. Well, put it. Let me push it back a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Then I started. You know what? Let me not get the bread. Let me get the fruit this time. that take time.
Mm-hmm.
That's deliverance, bro. Mm-hmm. Because once I read, I think it's in the book of Proverbs talking about gluttony. I said, whoa, this is in the Bible?
Mm-hmm.
That should not be, not thou should not, but it's kings, something about gorging on meat.
Mm-hmm.
That mean don't eat 4 pieces of chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do gorge mean? Okay. Kings should not want to drink. Okay, well let me stop sneaking this alcohol too. Cause I was sneaking alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
I was like 16, I was hitting the bottle.
Give me that.
Mom Dukes had the A.
Give me that.
Hey, Mom Dukes, but and she was setting me up. She told me like 2 months ago she was setting me up. Bro, my mama said, she said I knew it was you. I said, how you knew it was me? She said, why you think it was a bottle of peach schnapps under the counter by the refrigerator? After it was gone, a brand new bottle showed up. She said, I had to keep tally on who was doing what. She said, nobody know put it down there. She said, when I got it out the car, I told you, put this down in the cabinet. She said, you was the only one who knew it was down there, so I knew who was doing it. I said, you set me up.
Got it.
I'm hitting the peach schnapps on my leg. But
16 and toe up.
yeah, I was what?
Got him.
I was mighty. But you feel me? But yeah, that stuff.
How you doing today, Sid? I'm doing all.
Hey, Mom.
This is water.
What?
What's wrong with you? Nothing.
But yeah, so that type of stuff, dog. Some stuff when it's piled up like that,
Yeah.
you need deliverance, and guess what? You need other people to be along with you along the journey. You can't do it by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do it by like you need people who are gonna be in the paint with you. They can't be in the ring while you're fighting your opponent. They can't do that.
No.
They can't.
Mm-hmm.
But when the bell goes ding, 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 and you taking a rest from your fight, they'll be there to get the water and get the Vaseline, rub you down. They'll be there to help you they'll be there to help you in your process. That's what we're here for. I tell my girl all the time. I tell my fiance all the time, let me in on what you got going on. It's okay. If you don't let me know, I don't know how to fight for you.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's good. Yep.
I don't know how to fight for you. I don't know what to say. I don't know if you need space. I don't know when to intervene. But if you try to do it yourself, you can do it yourself all you want. Go ahead. But you got a tag teammate. Let me in on what's going on so I know how to fight for you.
Thanks.
Because it don't make no sense to both of us beat up by beat up. No, we're not here to get beat up. We're already over. We are more than conquerors. We are the victors, bro. We're not fighting to victory. We're fighting from a place of victory.
Yep.
That's good. Yep.
And once we get that on our craniums, bro, it's over. That's why God said, don't worry about how to swim. Just start drowning.
That's it.
You already know how to swim.
Immerse yourself in it.
Immerse yourself in it.
Yeah.
Because you're going to swim how you swim.
Yeah.
You're not Michael Phelps, buddy.
Yeah.
So your stroke is going to be your stroke.
He said that with his chest out.
You might only do the doggy paddle, but you're going to have a mean doggy paddle. You're going to be getting it. You feel me? You might never breaststroke.
You
It's
can't
okay.
say stuff like that when I'm drinking this.
Bro, that's funny.
You got $1 million doggy paddle your way to the top. Just
Doggy
flop.
paddle from the bottom, now we here.
Man.
You feel what I'm saying?
That's funny, but that's real talk, man. I'm watching the Olympics, and it's games I've never seen before in my life in the freaking Olympics. Like, how did we get here? Like, it's fast walking in the Olympics, bro.
Oh,
Bro, synchronized swimming is like dancing in the water, bro. Like I was like, wow. It's like, wow. So you dead on it. Like, you dog paddling, you better dog paddle the dog out there dog paddle.
I'm a dog paddle to the other side, bro. I'm a dog paddle straight there. Everybody's stroke gonna be different. So I would say for anybody, like, you know, just like, especially if you see yourself doing something.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to do it, but you know you can feel it, immerse yourself in it. And eventually you won't become them, but you'll become a version of that. How God, I asked God the other day, I said, God, this might sound like a crazy question, but no question crazy to him. You know what I mean? I said, God, this is like a big boy question. I said, God, how do I go from here? Because you said you got a purpose and a plan. Plans to give me a hope in the future, not to harm me. And you knew me in my mother's womb. So how do I go from here to the version that you created me to be? And he said, spend time. Spend time. So the season that you in, dog, you spend that. That's the thing. He doesn't want you to do nothing. He wants to direct. He don't want you to do it. He wants to direct you because he know you're gonna do. He don't want you to do nothing. He wants to direct you because he know you're gonna do it. That makes sense?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy how you say, because it always goes back to my mind where you say all the time, I got to move strategic in this season. And this is, if that ain't the realest thing in my life right now, in your life, it's just like, sheesh.
Because there's nothing more strategic than God's direction. It's nothing more. I don't care the top. Google, the Apple, they got some killer plans for their companies. But when God tell you to do something, that's divine, bro.
Right.
That's the most strategic plan you can ever have.
Right.
And 9 times out of 10, it don't make no sense to us.
Right.
Exactly.
It never does. It never does. But in the end, you're always gonna get the best result. So, man.
Yo, I want to leave something with this as far as the Blueprint Nation. Because sometimes God can use our surroundings and environment to show us how scattered we are or what we need to work on, or, you know, he really shows ourselves. We really see ourselves in what we do by either how we start and not finish, or how we not go through. But I just want to leave with Psalms 51:10-12, Amplified version. It says, create in me a clean heart, O God, and renew a right and steadfast spirit within me. Do not cast me away from your presence, and do not take your Holy Spirit from me. Restore to me the joy of your salvation, and sustain me with a willing spirit. I think that's one of the biggest things that I ask God continue to give me, is a willing spirit, in spite of. It has been difficult. It has been tough.
But he know you're gonna do it.
It's been tough.
He know that's the thing, bro. He know. He know. He know, bro. He know who to send, bro. You done prove that you will grind it out. God gonna tell you to do it. He knows you're gonna do it. So he gotta have us slow down. He gotta have us in a neutral position. Because if we're doing what we're doing, if we in full motion doing what we're doing, and he tells us to do something else, it's gonna be harder for us to slow. But we ain't got time to be slowing up, to be trying to switch modes. And no, we need to go ahead and do what we need to do. So we're in a neutral spot. He said, go do this. You're in a position to go take off immediately to what he needs you to go do. He know you're gonna do it. I don't know what he gonna tell you to do, though.
And it's and this goes the requirements is reprioritizing your schedule. So, man, I'm telling you, talking to myself, like hear me out. It's reprioritize, because it's just like I don't have to have a 2-hour meeting.
Right.
I need and stick with that, because here's the thing: is everybody's gonna be gung ho about the vision, but part of your vision is you.
Yes.
Your mental state, your purpose, and your place in and within the vision. So, just like, okay, so we fit to do something with the kids every Thursday night for football season, for team bonding. So had a situation where we got one of the transfers that came in, their dad owns a business, catering business. So he wanted to, like, hey man, I this is what I did when I was, over at the other team. We provided pregame meals and stuff like that, and I would love to do that for, the guys. Great idea. Don't need it. Why I don't need it? Because it's already taken care of. Church is already providing Friday meals for pregame. But hey, I got another idea. We're just about to start up a program where we're going to bring the kids in every Thursday for team building. Would you mind providing the food for them?
There you go.
Exactly.
Well, yeah. When is it? It's on Thursdays. Man, that's even better, because my Friday, and he just goes, he said, my Fridays are really busy and blah 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 blah. He said, you know what, Thursdays work perfect. Like it's like so. What happened is I reprioritized what was given. So a lot of times we feel like we have to take what was given, because in a sense we almost like feel obligated. So and because like one thing I had to do, and I'm still doing, is I cannot sit here and let you talk to me for 45 minutes about nothing.
Yeah. Or if it's already been addressed, and you
see what I'm saying?
You're just spinning your wheels.
You just spin your,
like,
so
I
you
can't
know what I'm
do
saying?
it.
So it's like now it comes to a place of now I got to reprioritize me, because the vision doesn't happen without me. You know what I'm saying? The thing doesn't happen without me, because I'm a part of the vision. But if I've allowed myself to get out of place and purpose, then guess what? It's gonna screw everything up. So let me reprioritize myself and say, okay, like so normally I would do this and this. Okay, no, we can't do that. So see, that's why I'm always asking you guys, what's your schedule like? We need to change. I don't mind, because I know y'all schedules is a little bit tighter than mine at times. So, which means if in the beginning stage, I probably would have panicked. But now I'm in the play. If a new episode don't come out this week, I don't care. Because the well-being of my brothers is more important. You understand what I'm saying? So, but in the beginning, I'll be like, man, we gotta shoot. But like now, like, man, screw it. As much as I enjoy it, as much as I think this was a part of our journey, but at the end of the day, it's all about priority. You know what I'm saying? So it's and even like myself, I'm like rethinking, like, because like back in the day, I tried working out in the morning. Bro, man, I was struggling. I struggled through the work day. Like, it killed me, dog, because I work out hard. So I'm actually reconsidering that now that I'm older. That might be the best bet for me, instead of going 9, 10 o'clock at night now, 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night. So these are things that I'm on. So it may be just taking like recalibrating your calendar.
Oh, I've been doing that already.
Like and just like
definitely
like really recalibrate, like you know what I'm saying? Because if it's been that hard, like, because I feel you. I definitely feel you, because if it's been that hard, because like really your Sundays, your Sundays are really your off days, but you're in meetings for too long.
Well, I do an hour meeting. Now we don't do no, like with the fellas, it's good. Like we talk what we just talk about, and then we done. You know, then we'll kiki, you know what I'm saying, and just make sure everybody good mentally. But Far as the other event we part of, I tell them, hey, I need more of a heads up. You can't just spring on, hey, are you available here? No, nope. Yeah. Are you available? Nope. Are you available? Nope. Yeah.
That's
I got this window and I got this window.
Yeah. And then partner up with like you saying, accountable, like just partner up. Like dude text me this week. What's the guy's name that stayed? I'm just getting to know him where we moved at. The dude that say you go to worship center, what's his name? I got it. You just text me.
Terrell.
That's his name. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So he was like, hey, he's like, hey, bro, you ever thought about like doing boxing or not karate, but the other form of martial arts?
It's there's boxing, then there's taekwondo, then there's.
I'm just gonna say martial arts. I don't remember. So I was like, well, no, not really. What's up? So I guess that's what he do. Mm-hmm. So I'm actually go work out with him one day. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because now years ago, it was some years back, I had thought about it. I was like, nah, I ain't finna do, you know what I'm saying? But just, and we can talk more off camera, but it's just different things of level, especially when it comes to working out. Like, I don't need a partner to work out. Mm-hmm. And I've been like that for a long time. However, I work out differently when I'm with somebody than I do if I'm by myself. That's just natural. Yeah. So it's just, man, this one tonight, I think it just perfect title, uncovering, and it's just I'm covering some stuff in this season, man. It's like I'm really looking at some things and like, am I really supposed to be doing this? Do I need to do this? Right. Can I restructure this? Let me reroute this, and it's like, because it's like at the end of the day, I got somewhere I gotta be, and you got somewhere you gotta be, audience, and use whatever tool resources, whether it's a person or a tool, is matter of fact is find the resource that you need and utilize it. And here's the crazy thing about it, and we'll get ready to get up out of here, is how life works and how God works. It's two different things. He knows when to pull out the right tool at the right time. Because when you think you need a Phillips head screwdriver, you need a flathead. Mm-hmm. That's just how God works. You thinking you need one thing, no, you need something else, and it just worked that way. It just when you're asking God to have his way with your life, that's what you're doing. Mm-hmm. And it feels uncomfortable, it feels weird, it feels quirky, it feels crazy. You know what? I don't know about you, bro, but I always felt like that I can know it. This is one of the seasons I can tell. Mm-hmm. And it happens often. Right. Because I'm always in transition. That's why I'm a chef motivator. It's a whole backstory behind that, y'all. Okay, God gave me that.
Gotta move again.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's I have these feelings where I literally feel like a fish out of water. Mm-hmm. I literally feel like a baby in the bag when it's about to bust. There's a certain season where I feel like that, and a certain season where I literally think I just feel like a fish out of water right now. And I can pinpoint that feeling and emotion, but it takes me a little bit to navigate it. Okay, and it's just by me, just moving. It's just like Abraham. I'm a nomad, just don't know where I'm going. God just say go. Mm-hmm. And he instructs you. So man, we just want to leave out, and I know we went a little long tonight, but it's all good, man. This was good dialogue on tonight. Yeah. And hope the podcast has been a blessing, y'all, because whether you realize it or not, it's a blessing to us. You know what I'm saying? We get together outside of this as a brotherhood, but at the same time, it's kind of like therapy for us in a sense. And we've all been in therapy professionally. So
I'm in therapy now.
Doggone right.
Yeah. So, but at the end of the day, man, you gotta allow yourself to be uncovered, and there's many different ways you can do that. But and it's a lot of noise in social media, and I know we're actually a part of that crew. But it's a lot of bad advice out there, y'all, and y'all gotta just use your discernment antennas and pick and choose, you know, what's rightfully for you and what's not. So, man, with that being said, I hope we said some things that can bless you and pick up some nuggets along the way as you're preparing and entering and exiting your transitional season. So y'all know how we like to end this show, man. Shoot for the top, because the bottom is way too crowded. And if you think different and be different, you have the opportunity to live different. And once again, we'll see you on the other side of success. We'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.